Alright, I'm not sure whether to make this Dreadnought Redux Part 47 or to label it as a different playlist. Got the photo etch that I've purchased to make it better, as well as that which I made to help build this interior bit. For those of you who are new, yes, we are building this with a scratch-built interior. That's why you see this here yet to do. That goes into that top superstructure right about there, give or take. Oh yeah, it's flipped. It's flipped. It's been a while. Been a long while. Yeah, that's right. I built the insides. Guess what? You can watch this and see a bit of how I did it. Or you can watch the original Dreadnought playlist, or Dreadnought Redux playlist, and start from episode 1. I'll say this much before getting back into the Dreadnought. You know, a toast to that Lexington model, because it did turn me on to wooden model shipbuilding. And someday I may do one of those again, after I've done all my plastic models. Let's start by seeing what I can do to make that hull a bit more fitting for its interior. I think that's where we last left off. Here we go. And what I was thinking, much like now and last time, as I hem and haw to appropriate music, is I eventually come to the conclusion of I want to raise the side walls and do some artistic sleight of hand to make it look like I didn't raise them up. So, as you can see, you've got these white strips. That's just some styrene strip I've got. You'll see that this doesn't quite easily slide in like I'd like in points. But overall, this I think will be a big improvement, because at least now you don't have it looking uneven. I can shave some of this stuff down. Now, there will be a little bit of tweaking still required. I've still got to tweak this and whatnot. You know, probably do some shaving down of material, maybe slip in some Tamiya putty or something. But overall, not too bad to start evening this out. And it gives me the confidence to attempt other hull alterations. So, yeah, then maybe, tweak some things on these little bits coming up just to make sure these stay kind of level. And then, with a bit of luck, it'll go nice and easy, and all the bits go in, that goes on top, and I have what I wanted originally, with just a tiny sleight of hand. Alright, back to it, and maybe I'll catch some time-lapsey stuff. Time-lapsey stuff. In this case, this is me adding that second strips of styrene to the hull. So it's just how I did the first one too, is I took the styrene strip. I took actually a wider strip, and I put that in first so that these wouldn't go up quite as far. And of course I have some soda and whatnot. And you'll notice I'm using a new putty. So that new putty is Tamiya cement. It's not putty, it's cement. The orange stuff. It's the orange bottle I've been using. I'm still using the green brushes, it's nice and small, but I'm using that orange. Okay, anyways. So, you'll see me fold some pieces of styrene into place. What I've noticed about this stuff, though, this new cement, is it's that slight bit maybe too thick for my application. It's not bad stuff, it's good stuff, it just might be too thick for my application. And now you see what I'm doing is I'm just going to shave some of the excess styrene down, gluing where things come apart, etc. And eventually you may even see me shave things down just a little bit to make the hull, or the to make the deck match up with the hull extensions a bit better. But yeah, that's about that, and folding up some photo etch is about the majority of progress we're going to have here. So, yep, we're back to the Dreadnought now. Alright. Yep, there's some fine razor work, and then the rest of it's at normal speed. Alright, as kids prattle on over my head here, so you'll see that I've added some little holes here. Because these were supposed to be boiler room vents. And vents don't have usually big things blocking them unless they're like grates. So, I've got to now kind of hollow these out from the floor somehow. Now I use this pin vise to start that process. But now I got to start hollowing out with the surgical knife here. Well, best of luck to that then. Alright, so just to try to end off this video, I think. I don't have tons of footage, but you know, it's getting back into the Dreadnought. And I did do a pretty big thing with this. But we'll get to that. But, just wanted to show y'all something. Okay. Is that properly able to catch what this is? I'm going to have to zoom out and drag it to the camera. I'm going to have to zoom out and drag it to the camera, aren't I? Oh, no, maybe not going. See that? I think there's a guy that uses like a macro lens, I think he called it, to get really up close shots. I have to see if that's an option for this camera. Now, all else fails and I've learned nothing else from this build, at least I will have learned how to work with exceptionally tiny parts. So in case you're wondering why I'm putting them down on this, you know, upside down masking tape bit, that's going to let me paint all these in like one go with the airbrush. That lets me do base coating, and then that's how I like to do this. I like to do base coats first, so everything's got a base color, and then I'll add the details to that, you know, maybe dry brush some things or washes, whatever. That's how I roll. And it's worked, I think, reasonably well in this kit. Or, not kit, but project. Alright, so with that, the other thing is, and I'll probably have to do a little more tweaking. Stop rocking. Silly camera here. But yeah, so as you can see, I've still got little bits to add in, fill in, but now I have something that I kind of base things off of. I don't need to use magnets anymore because it holds itself in. I do have to, you know, cover up some stuff, you know, to make certain, you know, changes in the shape and whatnot, not so obvious, but that's neither here nor there. That I'm confident I can figure something out. But that's not for today. Because today, well, I am rich, I build stuff, and this has been, well, whatever video this is. Alright, time for the YouTube dance. Like, share, subscribe, hooray! Peace out.